Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Joe Gaudio with JAG Financial here in Vancouver, Washington. Um, Today I want to talk to you about Social Security. I know that's a buzzword and a hot topic. It's important right now and really at top of mind because the annual report was just released a couple of days ago. It is early May of 2024, and that annual report deals with both Social Security and Medicare. And so what it's trying to project is kind of the sustainability of those programs. We've known forever that there was a ticking time bomb on Social Security. And so what this report really revealed today is that Social Security, the good news is that nothing really has changed from last year's report, but the bad news is that Social Security is set to start to run out of money in 2033, which means basically if Congress does nothing or if there's no action taken, that by 2033 or 2034, benefits will either need to be reduced or eliminated or changed in some manner. So I'll get into that topic in a minute as far as the solutions. None of them are great, but we'll talk about that in a second. So what this report revealed really is that the biggest problem that we've known about for many years to come is that you have more people that are retired now in this generation than you do workers that can support them. You know, we think we pay into Social Security and that money is our money. The reality is it's going into this trust fund or this pool, and that money is used every single day to support those that are on Social Security and Medicare now. So really there's a couple of issues, the demographic being the biggest issue and the biggest problem. So the solutions are really, again, like I said a second ago, just not great. The solutions are higher taxes, which none of us want to pay, of course. It's pushing back the ages in which you can retire and actually start drawing Social Security, and that actually is starting to happen. You know, in our demographic now, that every 5 to 10 years, that age in which we can retire or get full benefit gets pushed back a little further. And then a third solution really is for our government to increase national deficit or debt even more, which is basically what they have been doing. The reality is our government spends about $6 trillion a year, but few people realize that $2.9 trillion, roughly half of the spending, is actually going in to just fund Medicare and Social Security. So over half the budget is already going to solve this problem, and we still aren't solving this problem. So unfortunately, the fourth solution is the solution that I've been talking about for decades now, and I think ultimately is going to need to be addressed, and that is means-based testing. I think at some point they're going to come along and basically look at what we've saved in 401ks and other assets and what our income was going into retirement and start to means test it and turn it truly into more of a social program. So again, that's my 2 cents on what I think one of the solutions will be. But the good news is we have 9 years left to figure this out. The bad news is, with the way our political system works, we will keep kicking this can down the road probably until early 2030. Now, this is an election year, so it will be a hot topic coming up here in November of this year, I'm sure. And the solutions, again, are very few. A lot of it really hinges on probably higher taxes and or some combination of means testing, in my opinion. So that's your daily update, kind of an update on what's happening in the Social Security system. If you're on Social Security, I wouldn't worry about it. If you are planning to retire in the next 15, 20 years, it's something that should be a little more concern. In a lot of my daily planning, I tell clients, let's not even count on Social Security, or let's back down the estimates of what we think you're going to get from it. So if you have any questions, feel free to call me at the office. Of course, this is not investment advice by no means. This is just meant to be educational and kind of give you an update on our Social Security system. Thank you and have a great day.